Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to the stream. How are we all doing? Hopefully you can hear me alright. You join me as we are rounding out the sprint race for the first race in F2 for Season 10. Season that we had we used to run ages back around Season 3, but it's returned and we are of course now here and ready to get this back going on the new game. We last raced F2 in Season 6 of Par, and we are just rounding out this final sprint race. I'll run you through the order. We've got Dembele out front, followed by Tom, followed by SideFx, then it's Pakafan, followed by Spenny, then followed by EXR Lewis, then Sleek Mover, then Silent Pistol is followed by Cal, who's followed by Zinx, Tom N, L Glasses, Maldi, Coffee, Simon, Barrel, and Charouz, who has DNF'd the sprint race. But the pack has suffered out a little bit, as we see a move further back. That is a move that has demoted L Glasses a position by Maldi. Let's see if L Glasses can return that position and get him back up to the top. As we come through on Qatar, which is a new track for everyone, and a new track for F2 on this game. So everyone seems to be picking up quite a lot of penalties. Let's have a look at the penalties, as everyone, as you can see, is on the hard compound. We've got Daryl at the back in P16 with 17 seconds of time penalties. We've got Pakafan with 12. All the other drivers have 6 seconds, apart from L Glasses with 3, and Spenny and Lewis, and 5-second penalty for Simon Def. As we approach the penultimate lap, which we are on now, the penultimate lap of this race, Dembele still leads, and as long as they don't get another penalty and can hold Tom behind, he'll be good to go. The gap is a second, so we'll see whether there's any advancements on that. As we see a few penalties going all around the place, but remember we've got the feature race after. What's happened there with Cal? Oh, he's spun it. Cal has spun it in Sector 2, just coming out. Must have touched the curb a bit too much, and that has unsettled him. And that's Cal all the way down to P13, so promoting Zinx up to P9. He'll be wanting to try and keep that position. We've also got a move here. That's EXR Lewis being overtaken by Sleek Mover. Is he going to have a good run down here? Down in Sector 3. So we even tried to look. He has a little look down the inside as Lewis gets another penalty. He's lost the position, but he would have done from penalties anyway. As we go on to the final lap of this sprint race in F2. Tom closing up out front to Dembele. Are we going to see, can Lewis get close enough for a move? He's right on the rear of that car, but unfortunately just can't make it happen. That is quite unfortunate. I don't think the only other good overtaking opportunity is down in Sector 2, where we have more straight parts of the track. So we will have to see whether he'll be able to catch up, but of course he won't be able to maintain the position because he's got 6 seconds of time penalties. But I don't think there'll be a lot of changes throughout this. Let's have a look at the position changes. So I don't think there'll be much more change now. Silent Pistol or Scient Pistol move up 8 positions as well as Louis. Cal down 11, Simon down 9. So there's been some big gains here, but also some big losses, like especially Cal down 11 places. That is painful. But let's have a look at Dembele as he comes round the final corner to win the sprint race for his team. He's going to come and cross the line now here at Qatar to be the first winner of F2 for season 10 this season. Tom gets down to P2, but it's Side. Side will be a winner, of course, because of the penalties. Side managed to stay within those 6 seconds by 6/10 of a second and has now gone up to P1. Dembele P2, Tom P3, then it's Spenny, then Sleek Mover, followed by Silent Pistol, followed by Tom, then it goes Lewis, and then it will be Cal, followed by Pakafan, then Zinks will round out P11, followed by Glasses, STB Maldi, Simon Def, Coffee, Daryl, and Jency Bruce retired. So they're your 17 drivers for this sprint race. Of course, we have the feature race coming up, or the main spectacle of the F2 race. As we wait for Daryl to catch up, he's in sector 3 right now, to get around and to go to the cross the checker flag. That's what it's called. Just check it up to make sure everything is going alright, which it is. Perfect. Let's run you through the calendar while we wait, as Daryl will cross the line now to finish that and finish the sprint race in the Virtuosi, however you want to say it, here at the sale at the Qatar. So, we have Qatar this Tuesday. Of course, F2 will be racing Tuesdays at 8 PM. We have 8 races for this calendar, make it nice and short and sweet. Starting off at Qatar today, and then we're going to Monza next week, followed by Austin, then it will be Spain, followed by Great Britain, then it will be Austria, followed by Canada, and we'll be rounding out at Abu Dhabi. As we see Side celebrating there in the Hitech GP car. 2 Hitech GP cars. In the top 3, there are your positions. As you can see, we'll run through the order of the sprint race. Side, who qualified P6, now up to P1. Dembele qualified in P3, up to P2 in the dams, followed by the Hitech of Tom, who qualified P1 and finished in P3 with the fastest lap of this race. Spenny in the Virtuosi started 8th and up to 4th, pretty decent. Sleek Mover from 10th up to 5th. Silent Pistol up from 16th to 6th, that's a good result. Tom N up from 9th to 7th. Lewis up from 15th to 8th. Kalmick from 9th to 2nd. Pakafan from 10th to 7th. Zinks from 14th to 11th. And you can see on your screen the rest of those as we line up for the feature race for F2. Of course, a very exciting time. A well-requested returning feature for this season. And everyone seems to be having a good time. We have got, a full lineup. Of course, some people couldn't make it today, but we have some exciting races lined up for your guys' enjoyment and also for the drivers. You know, they wanted this, and we were able to make it happen, and now they will be should be having a lot of fun, which it looks like they were. Of course, we have Realistic Series starting up tomorrow. As we see, the 5 red lights for the Qatar Grand Prix. For F2, the lights are out and away we go. Tom Earn makes a very good start. Someone is stalled on the track. But Spenny is going to go down the inside to take the lead, instantly taken back by Tom. There is a ghosted car out front. And that would be that. So Tom leads this in the Red Bull looking livery from Spenny, who's looking really close at the moment, down the back of Tom, coming through to start Sector 2 now. Sleek Mover, I think that was the ghosted car, who's now up front. Only 300s in front, according to the graphics. Spenny, though, catching up to the back of Tom as we see the grid starting to separate out a bit now. But Sleek is leading the way as it stands. Tom has made a pretty decent start, holding Spenny off at the moment. Maudi has left the session. Side is doing well. Not really many position gains at the moment, as we see. Let's have a watch on this. There's a few ghosted cars. That's Maudi, and we're getting Maudi being passed by Tom, by Silent. Let's have a look back here. The battle between Zinx, and Jency. Zinx going to try and look round the outside. Let's have a look at this. And that is a lovely move. Can Jency with the slipstream get past? Going to try and go down the inside. And that is a lovely move up to P13. We've got Lewis. He's making some big gains up to P10. But we've got a battle for the leads. Incredible stuff in the Carlin. And Tom Earn is fighting for his life. Spenny trying to go round the outside, but just can't make it work, and now it's going to be put under pressure by the Hitech. And Coffee Machine is retired. I think that's in the pit lane. That won't cause a safety car. But Spenny, from all that fighting, has allowed Simon Def to get through from side. This side going to be able to have a look in the Hitech, coming through this part of the track as we go to a broadcast view of this. Further back we have Maudi falling even further back due to the disconnection. The side is getting ever closer to Simon Def. They will slowly want to be eking in that gap. They don't want anyone to run away, but Sleek at the moment in the Charouz is flying away. We've got sides really close up the back now. Simon, is he going to do like what Jency Bruce did? He's going to be able to go down the inside. Let's have a look. Is he close enough? Is he close enough? He's going to maybe have a little bit of a look of it as DRS gets open, but no, he's just a little bit too far back from him. Didn't really have the straight line speed. And side at the moment will have to settle for 5th. Pakafan doing pretty decently, just further back as the cars now start to build gaps from each other. Jency Bruce has a 3-second penalty for track limits. Cal is going to really put Jency under pressure here. coming through the gap, 1/10. He's looking around the outside. He's going to switch. He's going to be able to switch back it into the inside as we watch on board from the broadcast view. He's going to try to take the aggressive line here into the apex. Is he going to be able to be close enough to try and make a move? He's really close up to the back now of Jensen. He's going to go round the outside, and that is a lovely move. Further back, we got Zinks, who has got past Maudi as El Glasses has fallen further behind. Lewis in P10. He is closing up to the back of Salent Pistol. As we can watch on board here, Maudi has managed to get back in the server. That is good news. Pakistan getting a penalty as well. So these cars may not be, of course, there's a whole different driving physic to these cars as Spenny gets the fastest lap of this race, and Lewis gets past Salent Pistol with the DRS. As I was saying, these cars are a lot more different to drive than the F1 cars, so these drivers who'll be used to driving the F1 cars will find this a whole different challenge, which evens the ballpark out. Let's see if Spenny can catch up to Tom. The gap's only 3/10 coming down one of the only straight parts of this track. As we see him coming through now, coming up to Sector 2. The Virtuosi closing the gap slowly but surely to Tom, who's just a bit further back now from Sleek Mover. Further back, what can we talk about? Dembele is making some good gains at the moment. The gap only 5/10 as slowly decreasing from Pakistan. We got a little bit of a train going on here, starting from Simon Deaf. And then it's Side, and everyone else is just carrying the DRS from that. So we've got a DRS train going on. That's going to make it quite difficult for the drivers to gain any advantage and be able to pass using it. So they'll have to go under their own skill. Let's see if Spenny can do it. He's going to tuck it into the slipstream. He's going to turn to the inside into turn 1. Late braking, and that is the move done for second place. Very clean move from Spenny. We've also got further back. Dembele's moved up a position. Sorry for that. Dembele's moved up a position and has got past Pakistan and is now up to P6. There's not a lot of action. Then there's a lot of action on that start-finish straight, the longest part of this track, as Dembele gets 3-second penalty. Jency Bruce, what's happened? Now it's into the gravel. Further back is now going to fall right back down to the back of the field. That is so unfortunate. Jency made some good moves. And what is that? That's Maudi. Is that going to cause anything like a safety car? It's just stopped on track. Must have got turned over by that curb. And Maudi, who's been unlucky with disconnections, now is right down at the back of the field. Yellow flags are waving in that part of the track, as Zinks has also made a mistake, and Zinks has fallen right back down to the back now as well. So a lot of mistakes going on for the drivers, as I think that was Zinks going off track again. Maybe just unsettled by the feel of the F2 car. But Spenny now is bridging the gap to Sleek Mover. The gap was a second, now down to half a second. DRS will now play a factor. Can Spenny with DRS come through? Is he going to try and do the look like he did one lap earlier? No, he can't. We've got 10 laps to go in this feature race. And Spenny is hunting down on Sleek Mover. The gap now 2/10. It's fluctuating between 2 and 4/10. Can Spenny at any part of this track try and make a move on Sleek Mover? The longer he battles, the easier it will be for Tom to catch up. We have two drivers pitting at the back. That's Zinks and Maudi. So they'll be out of the equation, really. Spenny, the gap, only 2/10. They're almost rear wheel to rear wheel, tucking up behind the rear wing. Pakistan gets another penalty. We're going to keep watching on this battle. This battle's the more important one. And as I was saying about that, Spenny's made the move done just round the outside, but he's got a penalty in the process. If Sleek can stay within 3 seconds and not get a penalty, the position will be his. But can Sleek hold P2? Or will he be put under pressure by Tom? The DRS will be open on this start-finish straight. Will that allow Sleek to retain and regain the position that he once had a few corners ago? The DRS will be open. You can see the toes and slipstreams that the drivers are trying to get, as you see Spenny trying to break that slipstream. Sleek's looking down the inside. He breaks late. They're going wheel to wheel, coming down through turn 2 and into turn 3. But Spenny has made that position stick. And now what he'll be thinking is he needs to run away and run away. He doesn't want them to be close. Further back. Tom, that is an exquisite move on Pakistan. Up to P7 in the Hitech. Now it's going to be interesting in this series to see who are the protagonists for the championship. At the moment it looks like it's these front three: Spenny, Sleek and Tom. As Sleek is still within the DRS. It's quite difficult this track to break the DRS. Hit Atlas Sail or Qatar, if you want to say it. A returning track, but also a new track for these drivers to experience with these cars as we are about to start lap 8. So we're nearing half distance of this feature race. That's what I was trying to say. Cal will get a 3-second penalty. Can the drivers do any overtaking into turn 1? They can't. Drivers are getting penalties left, front and centre. As Cal also makes a pit stop from P11. Let's have a look at the moment at who are quick. El Glasses making the move as Cal comes into the pits. Right. Let's have a look at the tyres. Everyone on the hard tyres apart from the people who have stopped, who've gone on to the mediums, apart from Zinks, who's gone on to the hards. Fastest lap currently is with Spenny in the lead, 1:44.71. Further back, I mean, we're going to have an interesting battle for the lead regardless, which has now formed a kind of DRS train, unless any other factors can intervene in this, and that is what I was saying. Safety car is out, you can get a cheap pit stop. That was Zinks going off final corner, and that is a safety car. Will Spenny box? I think it's wise for them, and he's made the right decision. Everyone will be coming in now, and that will benefit them. Pakistan looks to have continued, I think. Or has he come in as well? Pakistan has continued. I think they'll probably promote him to the front. Yes, it will. That's going to be hard on tyre wear, though. Everyone will be bunched up behind the safety car as we see the drivers come in. Of course, not the conventional F1 with massive teams. Only one driver per wheel. Now, will double pitting come into this? Or double stacks, as we like to call it. Tom coming out 9th, I think. It's like a car within a car sometimes. Maudi gets the drive-through for speeding under safety car. That is a penalty you do not want to see. And Maudi is disqualified for receiving too many penalties. That is a rare one that we don't see that often. We are nearing only 6 laps to go from this race. We're under safety car. And this is a whole new spin. All the drivers who have penalties now are going to be right bunched back up again. Have to try and make their margins or their penalties once again. So that's going to be interesting for the drivers. But everyone will be bunched back up behind the safety car. Will be under it for a few more laps now, as you already see Pakistan right up close. But by not pitting, he is only 1 second in front of Spenny, who has pit. So there's going to be a big deficit in time where Antti is coming in. He made the wrong mistake. The wrong choice. And he's come in, and that means he's going to lose a lot more positions now than where he was by not pitting as soon as he did. Right, Pakistan through pitting will be coming out 11th or around that ballpark. We may actually be overtaken by our glasses. Yep. Who will? Right. We've got 6 laps to go. Safety car will probably come in next lap. I don't think the further back drivers will have enough time to catch up. Especially Pakistan, who's now right at the back. But of course we'll have the fresh tyres. Let's have a look at what tyres everyone's on. Everyone's chosen the medium compound. That makes it a level playing field, and it's all about the driver. Positions gained. You can see up front Spenny gaining 2, Simon gaining 2, Debele gaining 2, Salent gaining 9, Tom gaining 2, Louis gaining 2, Jensi gaining 5, Glasses gaining 2, and you see some losses also, notably Pakistan down 9 positions. Right. Hopefully we'll get this race going shortly. I think, yeah, it will be next lap because we're past the final corner. But with what will be 5 laps to go, the longer the safety car's out, the harder it will be for Spenny. Why people try to overtake at a safety car? Tom keeps falling back from drivers. That is... Oh, people keep ghosting. Salent keeps ghosting, that's why. Right. With this 3-second penalty and with 5 laps to go, Spenny will have to gain around a second a lap to Sleek, but they'll both be on the same tyres. So this will be the interesting part. A safety car should come in this lap. While we're waiting for that, let's give you some stats about the Qatar track, or Lusail as people say it. It's 5.9 kilometre racetrack. Could I say the first Grand Prix was held there in 2021. Of course, we didn't do two at that point. Well, we didn't in that seasons in 2021. But yeah, first Grand Prix was in 2021, and yes, now coming back for 2023, a 5.3 kilometre circuit with a race distance covering 306.6 kilometres. Of course, in F2 we're only doing the feature race. But Spenny is gone. He's pulled the trigger as I was talking. Coming out of the final corner, that's a good exit, but Sleek is gaining and gaining, coming down the start-finish straight. He's using that slipstream. Is he going to be close enough to make a move? No, he thinks otherwise. But he comes through. Simon Def gaining a position, and Tom falling right back. I think that's due to a disconnection. But Simon and Side going side by side. That's going to be a lovely switchback from Side if he can make it happen. Coming through right down the back of Simon. Turning in through to finish out Sector 1. But I think he'll just be a bit far back. And now he's going to go wheel to wheel. Tom is going to go wheel to wheel with Side now. Further back, what's the battle going on here? Tom's been overtaken by Louis, but can he get the position back? He's not close enough this time around this part of the track. But will he be able to further down the lap as we watch from broadcast? He's going to go down the inside, little bit of wheel banging, but Tom has regained that position up to P8. The interesting part now is going to be, will we be able to have a little bit of a battle? Is Sleek going to be too far away now from Spenny to actually make much of a difference? The issue that Spenny's going to have is that he's always going to be really close. If he stays with the DRS, he's always going to catch up. And that's Jency, who's spun from the curb. Spenny with the fastest lap of this race in the Virtuosi. Coming down the start-finish straight. He just needs to extend that gap now. Side and Tom going wheel to wheel. And they're still going wheel to wheel, coming down through turns 4. And we're coming through. Now they're still side by side. This is an entertaining battle that we have on our hands. Tom trying to look round the outside. Side and look to see if he can stay in the inside, but he couldn't. That compromised line is now going to put him under pressure by Dembele further back. But the gap, crucially for Spenny, is now over a second. So Sleek won't be getting the DRS, which he didn't that last lap anyway, because we were under safety car. So this is going to really help him to try and bridge those 3 seconds. In 3 laps, which we have remaining, we're getting a few 3-second penalties being dished out across the field. But Tom is leading this pack or battle at the moment with him as SideFx. The Spenny is leading your way out front. I think this Tom's actually getting quite close to Slent Pistol as we come onto the start-finish straight. Spenny with another fastest lap, really gelling with these cars. He's going 3 abreast here. down the start-finish straight. Select Pistols maintaining it, but who's going to get the better one? Is it going to be Tom? Is it going to be Louis? Tom's going to try in around the outside over all two of them. Or both of them. That's probably better English. Tom's come through to get P7's Salent, losing 2 positions there. That is a travesty for him. This battle is going to go all the way till the end. Salent losing even more positions, and now there's a disconnection. That is so unfortunate for the driver, who's probably going to fall down to the back now. Apologies for my yawning, I'm quite tired. And Packer fan, as I was saying, gains position on Slim Pistol. This is a part where we need to focus on the penalties. 8 seconds now for Spenny. He must have got one for speeding in the pit lane, which I didn't catch. So he's not going to win this race. So at the moment it's Sleek Mover. So the real thing we need to focus on is Sleek Mover's gap between Simon and Tom, which at the moment is pretty decent. Tom only, well, within DRS range of Simon, only 9/10 back. But yeah, coming through now the start-finish straight. Purple sector 3 for Tom. So a driver's going really quickly. That DRS really helping down that start-finish straight. Louis again going side by side with Tom. Down through turns 2 and now turn 3. Louis got the position for the moment, but Tom, is he going to be able to come back? Coming down the straight now, trying to get that slipstream. He's not close enough this time round, as we're on the penultimate lap of this race. Coming down now through sector 2. The cap, only 2/10, small margins between these drivers coming through now as we go up the hill and now back down as we come through. Tom ever so getting closer to Lewis. As we approach the final lap of this race, it looks to be Sleek Mover who will win this. There's penalties being dished out right up and down the field. And potentially some more from the stewards. But we come on to the start-finish straight. As yellow's out of sector 3. Who is that? That's Packer-fan. Must have hit the pit wall and he's now retired. That is unfortunate. We're on the final lap of this race. Dembele is getting up ahead and Side is falling and falling. What has happened to Side, who's doing so well in this race, has now fallen back as we're on the final lap of this race. The Hitech GP car now behind his teammate. We're getting more penalties being dished out. Simon right now up in P3. Is he going to be put under pressure by Tom? He is being put under pressure at the moment. He has that position, and he will have that position if he can stay within 6 seconds. But Tom 2/10 back now. The gap between him and Simon as they come down sector 2 now. They looked a little bit, Tom. He's looking around the outside. He's sticking wheels around the outside. It's going to race it around the outside. He's tucked back behind in the Carlin. Trying to make it stick. He's going to try around the outside again. Switch it to the inside. But Simon does some lovely defending there to keep him off. As we come into sector 3 now. To finish out this track, Sleek actually getting within DRS of Spenny. Simon and Tom go side by side now. Down to the final turn. But Tom gets the position as Spenny will cross the line. P1 on track. Simon retakes that third position, but it'll be Sleek Mover who will be your P1 man for the feature race. Summerdeath P2, followed by Spenny. Then it is Tom, followed by Tom. I know that's a bit confusing. Tom has left the session and now down. That doesn't really make much sense. He was fifth, ignore that. It's Tom, then it's Louis, followed by Dembele, followed by Side, followed by El Glasses. Then it was Cal, followed by Slem Pistol, and then Jency Bruce. The rest of the drivers DNF'd or DSQ'd as we wait for Jency. Let's mute and listen to the lovely sound of these F2 cars. That is it. The first race is concluded in F2 for Season 10. But the American driver, Sleek Mover, wins the feature race for F2. A long handshake there. And a very happy driver he is for Charouz. Pretty interesting podium there. Three different drivers from three different teams on that podium. That is going to be a spicy championship that will arise. But Sleek gets the most points from the weekend, followed by Spenny, Tom and Simon. Side Dembele, Louis, Slem Pistol. Then El Glasses, Tom, Cal, Jency. Well, everyone from Jency down did not score any points. Going through the feature race. Those are your positions. Spenny with the fastest lap in the Virtuosi. But in Charouz, Sleek is your winner, the American driver, followed by Simon in P2, followed by Spenny, who of course had that penalty. Then Tom, Louis, Dembele, Side, El Glasses, Cal, and Slent Pistol rounds out the top 10. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the first look at F2 for Season 10. And we will see you for the next race, which is going to be an exciting race around Monza. So we will see you then. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for Realistic Series. And of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the usual Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 for F1 tiers. But we'll see you next Tuesday for round 2 at Monza for F2. See you then.